sure to pick up your Playmat today at DullianTV.com.
What's up, DigiVerse? It's Dullian here, and today have I got one of my new favorite decks of BT5. I have been building support on this deck since BT1. First off, if this is the first time on the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Dullian, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when amazing deck profiles like these come to the channel and you can be the first to test them out and knock out some people. But my favorite thing of all, DigiVerse, you guys have to do it. What's that? Be sure to delete that like button, just like Omnimon deleted poor Diaboromon, who today we are going to have a nice little discussion about. Shout out to my boy Tyler, aka Tyler Beaches man. Thank you so much for these amazing Diaboromon tokens, and we spam so many of them to go wide. Tyler and I came up with a really cool design for them. I'm going to link him down in the description down below. Be sure to go over there. He's got really cool tokens he can do for you guys. He does proxies, he does orcas, he does playmats. The dude is awesome at what he does. Tyler, thank you so much for these Diaboromon tokens. They will be putting in work for sure. But without further ado, while everyone is here, let's jump right in to this amazing Diaboromon deck profile that everyone has tuned in for. First off, straight into the Tamas, we are running the 4 Sumimon. Sumimon is really good. One attacking, once per turn. If this Digimon has unidentified in its type trigger, draw 1 card from your deck. So pretty much the whole deck is unidentified except I think like 6 or 5 cards. So you will really abuse that effect. Nice little draw. And then we play the one other Sumimon while you have another Digimon to play with the same name as this Digimon, which is pretty much, again, majority of your deck. Gets 2000 DP. I really went for the draw power because the deck could stall if you do not pull enough cards of what you need. Moving on to our rookies. First rookie we play is the 3 Kiramon on play. Such a good card. One of my favorites on BT5. It is the searcher of the deck. Reveal 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with them unidentified in its type and 1 Errata Sonata card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. This is crucial because, again, most of the deck is unidentified, so that's really nice. We do play the 4 Erratas, so that's also nice, and you get to search that out. So a 2-for-1 potentially if you hit. Really cool. Moving on to our other Kiramon of the deck, we have the 4 Kiramon. This is the BT1, I want to say, even though it's got a BT2 stamp. When you play another Digimon with the same name as Digimon, trigger, draw a card. Again, lots of them have the same name, so you're going to abuse that ability very much. And it's an inherit, so it's not locked away. Moving on to our 2 vanillas of our rookie lineup, the 2 Hagurumon. It's just a 2 cost, 3000. Really nice Hagurumon. Beautiful store participant pack. If you got the championship participant, hit up your boy. Brings us to our last rookie of the deck, the Chumon. Kind of catches people off surprise. You got Hammer Spark, you got Lilith Loop, you've got Blinding Ray. You've got so many things that now can gain memory. Chumon says no to all that. Your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. Shout out to our cool boy, Chumon. All right, and then before we move on to our Champions Digiverse, just remember, if you have any deck profile requests, please let me know in the comment section below. You must be a subscriber for me to take it into consideration, and I love doing really cool deck profiles. So shout out to my subs who wanted to see the Diaboro deck. That brings us to Ceresmon. Ceresmon BT5, when Digivolving, has a really cool effect if you don't have an Errata Sonata in play. So, if we don't have an Errata Sonata in play, you can play it with your hand without paying its memory cost. This is important because, I'll go back to it momentarily. Also, its inherit effect your turn, all of your Digimon with the same name as this Digimon gain Rush. Come on. They are just allowing us to spam the board and go obnoxiously wide with these cool Diaboromon tokens that our boy Tyler has made for us. So what in essence you could do, Caramon, search for the Caramon, add it to your hand, and if you see an errata, you drop this baby on top of it. If you didn't already have it in your hand, play that, drop your errata. You're going off with lots of things just for the heck of it. Free. Brings us to our next two, which is another Caramon. Caramon, this one has an inherit. When you play another Digimon with the same name, gain a memory. Again, most of the cards have the same name, so this is important. Brings us to our blockers for Shademon. Shademon is probably the most disgusting blocker I have come to see. I mean, there is also that little robot guy, but why do I like Shademon? Shademon not only is unidentified, but what it reads is security effect. At the end of the battle, play this card without playing its memory cost. So if they hit your blocker in security, it's not going to get deleted. It's coming straight to your board. So you have potential of shutting that down. So it's got a 2-for-1 effect. It's also a blocker. The only downside to Shademon is Digimon cannot attack. But I really like Shademon. Sure, it's not a 1 cost to Digivolve. It is a 2 cost, but if it hits security, that's what you're banking on. And you got a blocker. Next, we have the 1 Numon, just because we want to cheat out. 2 are level 5s and climb as quickly as possible. 3 cost level 4, 1 cost evolution cost. Really nice. Moving on to our ultimates, we play the 4 Infamon. Infamon is new from BT5, and what Infamon reads: your Caramon can Digivolve this card in your hand for every cost of 4, ignoring this card's Digivolution requirements. Basically, you can cheat out straight over your level 3 into this and just pay 4. That's huge because if you're not seeing your cards, you can just jump right over. However, his inherit effect is what I like even more. On deletion, you may play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost, Diaboromon tokens, and then it goes on to explain the Diaboromon token. So Infamon has the inherit of 1 deleted. It's also sticky. Can just bring back another card. Then we have the 1 Infamon. Your turn when this Digimon digivolves into a Diaboromon in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 1. So that's really nice. Anytime you can reduce any Digivolution cost, you want to take it. Moving on to our vanilla, Warumonzimon. I love Warumonzimon so much. Level 5 ultimate never gets old. Plus he's a cute little teddy bear. Brings us onto our megas, and oh baby, do we have a beautiful card for you. Diaboromon, straight from BT5, is probably one of, if not the strongest Diaboromons I have seen in a long time. When digivolving, you may play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. Why this is cool is the Diaboromon tokens are 3,000 attack. We don't care if they get deleted or security or blocked. We are trying to swing in as many attacks as we want. Plus, if you have the Tamer in play, you can go off with a nice little combo, which I'll elaborate into it. If you have the store champion Diaboromons, hit me up because I am looking for them to make this beautiful artwork of this Diaboromon. Which brings us to the first ever tournament pack Diaboromon. I was torn to go 3-3 with the prior Diaboromon you just saw. I just feel as if spamming with the tokens is the right decision. And then the reason is for each Diaboromon in play, this card gets security attack +1. The good news is, and a lot of people forget this Diaboromon does count as a name. So if you have him, just him, that's automatically 2 security checks. And if you have another one, that's 3, and another, so on, is 4. So Diaboromon, really nice. And then we move on to our beautiful mega level 7 Armageddonmon. This card, with what we are spamming with, really comes in handy. When playing this card from your hand, you may delete 1 of your Diaboromon tokens to reduce this card's play cost by 12. This Digimon can attack the turn it comes out because it has inherited Rush. Basically, keep in mind, I got a token, I move it, 3 memory. I get to bring this card out for literally 3 memory, a 15,000 beater. All turns, when digivolving, effects on a level 7 do not activate. Zwart, Omni, Millenniumon, all those effects, they are not going to off. 3 Armageddonmon, perfect ratio for me. I like it. You guys play with it and let me know. moving on to the best tamer, and if you're not running it at 4, we gotta have a discussion. Arata Sonata. Start of your turn, if a Digimon with identifieds in your trash, gain 1 memory. Really, really good. Basically, again, most of the deck is unidentified. Tokens, I was asked this, tokens do not go to your trash. They are just deleted into oblivion, so they don't count if you're on the off chance hoping to bank on those. But you only get 1 memory. Your turn, when your Digimon digivolves into Diaboromon, you may suspend this tamer to play 1 Diaboromon token. So as I was saying a moment ago, with nice Diaboromon, wherever he's at, here he is. If you digivolve into Diaboromon and you have the Arata on field, you automatically can tap this, get 1 more Diaboromon token, a second one for the Diaboromon. If you have Armageddon in hand, you can just, I mean, look at this. Look at this spam just from digivolving into 1 Diaboromon. And that's just for 1. That is just for 1. If you have multiple Diaboras in hand, good night, Irene. So Arata Sonata, really nice. And it all starts with our cool boy, Hagurumon, to spam off the board. So for Arata Sonata, really like this card. And then we only play 1 other tamer, the one Izzy, because we are trying to at least get to memory to 3, reveal the top 3 cards. It is a play cost of 4, but if you reveal all black, which majority of this deck pretty much is, unless you hit an option card, yeah, you're gonna get, or is it or I'm sorry, Diaboromon's also white. So if you hit Diaboromon, you're not gonna get that option either. So if you, as long as you don't hit Diaboromon and those things, Izzy can go off. Moving on to potentially what I think is one of the best option cards in the game right now. It is just too stinking strong. I want to say Gaia Force is amazing, but Ultimate Flare is right there with it. Trigger D-Digivolve 3. D-Digivolve 3 on 1 of your opponent's Digimon. Trash up to 3 of your top of 1 of your opponent's Digimon. If it has no Digivolution cards, then delete all your opponent's Digimon with play costs of 3 or less. So all play costs of 3 or less get deleted with Ultimate Flare. Bonkers. Finally, our last 2 option cards is Catastrophe Cannon. Catastrophe Cannon, trigger D-Digivolve 2 on 1 of your opponent's Digimon. Trash up to 2 cards, obviously. But this is where it really gets cool. Then, if you have a Diaboromon play, you may play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. So another way to cheat out some more tokens. We are going as wide as possible. DigiVerse, that is pretty much it for Diaboromon. Again, shout out to my boy Tyler for these amazing tokens. DigiVerse, if you enjoy this content, please remember to leave that like button and to continue seeing deck profiles like this. You guys know what you need to do. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. DigiVerse, you guys rock. Let me know in the comment section down below what other deck profiles you guys would love to see on this channel.